Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Hey Dad Show. Today I have a little spooky tale from a little old town called Hull Summit, Louisiana, told to me by the person it happened to shortly after it happened to him. He wasn't in the best of shape. Well, it also includes his grandmother. We're going to call her Granny. For the life of me, I can't remember what her name is. This happened about 8 years ago. Okay, she'd been having these occurrences where her trash was being gone through. I mean, stuff was tearing up stuff around the back of her house and stuff. One night while it was going on, she called the deputy sheriffs. They came over with their lights on and everything and walked around the house and, well, didn't see anything. So they told her it was a coon, a dog, stray dogs, or a homeless person. I don't think there's 100 to 200 people in the whole area of Hull Summit, let alone a homeless person, that somebody would have recognized or known, hey, you don't fit here, you're homeless. Anyhow, it continued again. She called the deputy sheriffs again. They came over, and this time, the deputy kind of said, ma'am, there's something stinking around here. And she said, yes, and it's not my trash, because she had already gathered it up for the most part and put it back in the trash can. And, well, he walked out in the woods just a small bit behind her house. And he came back, he's just kind of like, no, ma'am, I really don't know what's going on, but do you have someone else you can stay with or something? And she's one of these very strong-minded, I guess, independent, older person that don't need to stay with no grandson or son or daughter. Well, but she did have one problem. She could not drive. She very bad eyesight. She could probably be looking dead at somebody from what Robert said, and unless he shared her voice, she probably couldn't recognize who it was. Well, Robert, her grandson, lives in Shreveport, but he works in Arcadia. He makes one heck of a drive, but that's what he does. And, well, he said, well, I'm just going to come down to your house, stay, and take you to the doctor the next morning. So I ain't got to drive down here, get you, drive back, and then drive back. I'll just make it a little easier on me. So Robert's camped out on the couch one night, and Lord and behold, about 1 o'clock in the morning, little dog starts growling and yipping in her bedroom. She comes in there, wakes Robert up, says, Robert, what's going on again? He said, I'm listening. And he hears all these weird sounds coming, he said, man, I think you got some hogs out there in your trash. So he got up, he sneaks out the front door to his pickup, gets a big, high-powered flashlight, one of them tactical ones that light up half the countryside. And his idea, he said, was he was going to walk to the end of the house, and when he got to the end of the house, he was going to turn it on. Well, Robert said he made it to the end of the house and smelled the most ungodly stench. It smelled like roadkill, sewage. And he went on about it. And this is kind of funny coming from the guy in his shape. And I'll tell you what kind of shape he was when he told me this story. Well, he got to the edge of the house. He said he could just hear something rustling around in the trash can and making noise and the stench. So he said, okay, I'm going to turn this light on. I'm going to scare whatever it is, and it's going to run off, and it ain't going to come back. He said he turned that light on, in a matter from the second that light went on, one of them big blue industrial trash cans. You see them on the side of the road everywhere. I got 4 at the end of our driveway. Well, that trash can came from the ground into the air and whacked that man against the side of his grandmother's house, not once, but twice, knocking him completely senseless, he said. Lost a flashlight. Next thing he knows, he's getting picked up by the back of his clothes and thrown about 6 foot. He said it was mostly a drag and a throw and a roll. You can imagine what that is. And he heard something busting out through the woods. Grandmother came to the back porch, little old tiny flashlight, calling for him. Well, she located him and helped him get up. They went to the hospital that night. He had to go to the emergency room. Ended up with a dislocated shoulder and a broken collarbone and a concussion and a black eye. I'm talking, when I saw this boy, he was in bad shape. And when he told me this story, I didn't think much about it. Well, one of the people in the area got a hold of the old lady and was talking to her and told her about the BFRO. Well, supposedly, now I don't know if this is true or not, this is aftermath from somebody else. A BFRO agent came down there and checked it all out. And in the woods found a well-used path right up to her backyard. And some suspicious looking possible footprints. But I don't know, I think they said there was a report made about it. I'm not sure. But that's the story. We're going to call it the Hull Summit beating. Because if you'd have seen Robert, you'd have thought a motorcycle gang done got a hold of him. And he is no small man. He's 6'4", 2 something, 3 something. I don't know. He's huge. And he said he got hit twice by a blue trash can. Have you ever picked up one of them trash cans? It's not extremely heavy, but to throw it like a fly swatter twice on a full-grown man, it took some effort. And then to pick that full-grown man up and kind of toss him, was it a Bigfoot or was it not? I don't know. All I know is Robert got his butt kicked. Grandma lives with her daughter in West Monroe now. And that was 8 years ago, and she is probably in her early 90s. And I see Robert every so often. So, hope you enjoyed the story. Like, share, subscribe. Get it on out there so more people will see my channel. And I'll get better at telling the stories. If more people watches them, the more I'll put out. So, y'all have a good day.